Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how we can create a simple dialog. So to understand our example, what we'll do, we'll simply create a runnable class where a dialog will pop up. Okay, and that in that dialog, you simply need to enter two data. So let me first of all show you what we're going to do. So I'll go to front end. I will go to my inventory management, and inside your this inventory to like set up inventory. When you go to item groups, okay, so here what we'll do, we'll create a runnable class, and you will need to enter two things: item group and name. Okay, so when you will click on that particular dialog, and you will say okay, so a new record will be inserted here, means a new item group and its description will be created inside this form. Okay, so now to achieve this functionality, what we'll do, I will simply create a runnable class. So let me click on here, add and class, and let me go to runnable class, and I will simply add this class. Right, so first of all, what I will do, I will uh, create a function named as public void run, and I will close this. So what I will do, I will define object of my this class. I will set runnable class 1. I will define this object equals to new runnable class 1. Alright, now from my obj I can call my run function. Here we go. So as we already have a static void main function, so we can directly call it from browser, and this will execute our this code. Okay, now to create a dialog, you need something called dialog field. Okay, you can define an object of your dialog, and here you can simply say equals to new dialog, and here you can provide caption. Okay, so when your dialog will be created, at the top you will have something, right? Something will be written, so we are going to define the same. So we'll say this is a dialog to create item model group. Oh, sorry, not item model, to create item group. Dialog to create item group. So I'll say item, and here we go, group. Alright, and I will close this. Now a dialog will be created, and that dialog will have a caption. Now we need to add few fields. Now to create a item group, we need two fields. But we need this item group, and we need this name field. Okay, so then I need to define two dialog fields here. So what I will say, I will use this dialog field. I will say it as dialog field, and I will keep name as of item group. Okay, and here usually you use this D dialog field. Okay, then I will say DLF, and here I will simply say name. Alright, so here you have created your dialog fields. Now inside your dialog field also you can enter a caption. Okay, then only a user will understand. So for that you can write DLF item group equals to, here you can say dialog dot add field. Here you need to define or identify a name. So we are going to use a name. So I will say extended type str, and here I will pass name. Okay, and then I can pass a label here. I will say please enter item group. Close. Okay, and then I can say the dialog field name. equals to dialog dot add field. Here also let me use the extended data type as date type a name only. I will show you, like what we're doing here. Then here I can say please provide name. Okay, that's it. So now these two fields will be populated in dialog. Okay, but we need to insert data, right? So then you will say if your dialog run. Okay, and now here you will write the code to insert data from your dialog to your actual table. So what is the actual table for this? I think it should be invent item group. So let's verify. So we'll right click here. You go to form name, and here you see the data source is invent item group. So I will say, so let me define it here, invent item group. We say invent item group. Item group. Excuse me for that. Yeah. Okay, so here now what I will do, I have my invent item group. You can say invent item group. Yes. So the first field will be item group ID, right here, like audio, car, consume, PC, services, TV, videos. Okay, so that inside this particular table and inside this field we will get the data from this field. Okay, so I can simply say dlf item group dot value. So this value will be passed to this particular table and this particular field. Similarly, I can say invent item group dot and name equals to, I can say here dlf name dot value. So at the end I will do a simple insert invent item. Let's copy this and I will simply use insert here. Here we go. Alright, so let me do a build and then we'll see. So guys, my build is completed and I've simply run my runnable class by putting my class name, that is runnable class 1 here. Okay, so this dialog is prompting here. So if you see here, this is a dialog to create item group. That is the exact label that we have given, and we have added two fields. Please enter item group, please provide name. Okay, so enter group and please provide name. So we have created here audio car. So let me say something called ID service, and here I will say ID services. Okay, and let me click OK. Okay, and this is completed. Now we'll do a refresh. Okay, so here if you see now this record, that has been copied from your dialog to your actual item group. You see the IT services and IT services. Okay, so let me reiterate the code. So our objective was to create a dialog. Okay, but when we created a dialog, we also inserted some records into some different tables. So first of all, what I did, I created a runnable class. Then I simply call this run method here. Then inside my run method, I define my dialog object. So inside my this run object, I define this dialog field, and here I simply initialize this, and here I provided a label to my dialog. So even when you will refresh this again, you can create one more item group and that will get copied. Yeah, so here you will get that label. Okay, and then I have defined two dialog field. So you need to understand, currently we are only working with a dialog till here. Okay, so there is, then later on we have related or inserted data into our event item group, but here we are doing everything in dialog. So then we define two dialog field, that is item group and name. Okay, and then now, as you already have defined the field, now you need to know what is the data type of your field. So for that we have used the method called add field, and inside your add field method you have two parameters. You need to define here what would be its type, then you can define what is the label. So then you have simply provided label, please enter item group, and this would be the field. Okay, so I use name data type. You can use more nicer data type, but it since it was just a demo. Okay, so then here these two dialog fields will have this record. Okay, and then you are saying if dialog.run. Okay, and here now we have defined our invent item group, the table where we want to insert the data. Then we simply called these two field like item group id and name, and then from our these two dialog field we have used dot value method, which will pass the value of our dialog field to our actual table, and at the end we have simply inserted. Okay, that's it. So this was the basic concept how we can create a simple dialog in D365. So thank you for watching this video.